You really need to bring China into the creation of a new world order, financial world order. I think you need a new world order that China has to be part of the process of creating it, and they have to buy in. They have to own it the same way as, let's say, the United States owns the Washington Consensus, the current order. And I think this would be a more stable one where you would have a coordinated policies. I think the makings of it are already there, because the G20, in agreeing to peer reviews, effectively is moving in that direction. Well, certainly a decline in the value of the dollar is necessary in order to compensate for the fact that the U.S. economy will remain rather weak, will be a drag on the global economy. China will emerge as the motor replacing the U.S. consumer. And of course it's a smaller motor because the Chinese economy is much smaller. So the world economy will have less of a motor. So it will move forward slower than it has in the last 25 years. But China will be the engine driving it forward, and the U.S. will be actually a drag that's being pulled along through a gradual decline in the value of the dollar.
What we need is, rather than to say, let us fix the immediate currency problem, is to have some general discussion of where the world economy will be going and what we all have to do over a period of time, how
in the value of the dollar.
What we need is, rather than to say, let us fix the immediate currency problem, is to have some general discussion of where the world economy will be going and what we all have to do over a period of time. How do we handle the question of proliferation in a long-term sense? And I'm quite optimistic because the Chinese, in my opinion, have concluded that they need a long period of cooperation with the United States for their own development. We have concluded that we have enough problems in the world without taking on confrontations with China. So the tone of what both sides are saying is extremely positive. So we are starting from a rather strong position. We have a lot of huge problems. We have the nuclear problem in Korea. We have the nuclear problem in Iran. We have, of course, the whole array of problems, each of which, Afghanistan, and so forth. But then we have the financial issues. But they really are issues of the construction of a new world order. That's what this is about. And that's the sort of dialogue the Chinese are generally good at. And so a partnership between us is essential. A conflict between us is going to exhaust us both in tactical exercises that cannot be conclusive.
And the New World Order could satisfy both.
It has to satisfy both, because otherwise it will lead to tensions that will exhaust us both.